Welcome back to another video.
Welcome back.
So we've got another trip planned, haven't we?
Yes.
So I thought we would, I've promised it on Instagram, so if you're not following us on Instagram, go and follow us over there. B&K Tripping. We have sort of said that we will put all of our plans up as a video because we did it last time as well, didn't we? We seem to go down quite well. And we thought we'd just share some of the figures. Kirsty's the stat man, so she has got all of that on her trusty iPad. So that's an overview. What we're doing.
So we are going to Orlando, obviously. We're doing Disney this time, aren't we?
Just Disney.
Just Disney. So we're not doing any other parks yet that we've planned.
Haven't got any plans.
No. I think it's good for us to just do just the one lot of parks this time.
Yeah.
We're going for 15 nights this time.
Mm-hmm.
So just over the 2 weeks, and we're going Easter holidays, which we've never been before, have we?
We fly out on the 28th.
Yep.
So this being released on the 16th. Is it 16th tomorrow?
16th of tomorrow, yeah.
So we released Saturday morning, which is 16th. So less than 2 weeks to go.
Yeah.
We'll literally be there. We are going to 2 seconds. I'm going to put it out there. We're going to have the first travel day video or pre-travel day, whatever we do. It's going to be out on the 20th of April. So we get back on the 12th.
Yep.
Land on the 12th. Following Saturday morning.
Yep.
9 o'clock. That'll be out. So if you want to see our first video, there will be lots coming on here as well. Sort of like shorter videos. We'll try and do sort of like a little short video, and then there'll be loads on Instagram. So if you're not following us on Instagram, and make sure you go and follow us over there. If you're not following us here, subscribing to us here, make sure you do so. So anyway, Kirsty,
yes.
Flights. How have we done the flights?
Flights. So we have booked flights with Virgin again. We're flying from Heathrow, Terminal 3 to Tampa this time.
Yep. Haven't flown to Tampa
No,
before,
we've never flown to Tampa. We do usually fly into Orlando International, but this time we used reward flights and points with Virgin. So all we've paid is the taxes for the flights. But if we had tried to fly to Orlando, we couldn't. There were no dates available where we could get the full 2 weeks, and we were worried just that we wouldn't make the most of it if we were going for less than 2 full weeks. So we decided to fly to Tampa. That was our kind of compromise, wasn't it?
Yeah. So just a bit of a backing. Kirsty's teacher. Mm-hmm. So we did have that very set parameter where we could go. We could have got, typically we could have got, if it wasn't a teacher, we could have got week before, week after, but we had to go that specific week. Yeah. And you've actually taken a day off, haven't you?
Yes.
Sort of legally, you have got it approved.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But we're flying that extra day earlier. So Kirsty's school breaks up on the Friday.
No, the 20th. My school breaks up on the 28th on the Thursday.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, but you're having the 28th off.
Yeah.
That's right. So we are going a little bit earlier, and that also allows us to get that full 15 days, and then still come back on the Saturday. So then Kirsty's got the Saturday and Sunday, then back to school Monday.
Yeah, to kind of recover and get over the
so
a little bit.
Cost. How much do our flights cost?
So with the points, so we cost I think about 40,000 points, plus a reward voucher, and then they were £258 return each. Just the taxes. So we literally just paid cash for the taxes. We have bought extra legroom seats on the plane. Because we just prefer. Cool. I'm sure it doesn't matter to me.
It's highly likely that route, from what we've seen, is going to be the older type plane. So we have flown on that once before. I've probably flown on it before as well. A long time ago, before I was so chunky. But it was uncomfortable. It was just uncomfortable. It was horrible. So we haven't upgraded to anything more fancy. No. We might ask at the desk, maybe, but if there's nothing that's reasonably priced, then we would just stick with the legroom seats. And I can stretch away. These flights would have been £2,000.
They were over £2,000 each.
So over £2,000 each, and we're both going for £500.
Yeah, and then we've paid for the extra
legroom.
£75 each way.
Okay, so 150, 300.
Yeah. So in total, our flights cost us £816. So £400 each. £408 each we've paid.
Yep. So by no means a small amount of money.
No.
But for going to Florida in Easter half term, it is a small amount of money.
Yeah.
Where are we staying?
We are staying at the Delta Hotels by Marriott in Celebration, which is a new hotel for us, isn't it? Mouthful.
In Celebration is, use that loosely, it's across the road.
It's
from
opposite Celebration.
So they call it Celebration, but yeah. So newly, it's not a new hotel; it's a newly renovated hotel,
and it's newly taken over by Marriott.
And it looks pristine, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It looks lovely. Water slide, and rooms are nice and clean. Nice lobby. We'll show you all around it. Obviously, not quite, but it's a big step up from where we usually stay.
Yeah, definitely.
So we spent a little bit more money on the hotel just because last time we went, we wasn't really happy with the place that we stayed in.
No.
So we just thought, let's just get somewhere that's at least going to be nice, clean, close to the parks, because we've never actually stayed on site, have we, for Disney?
No.
So maybe that's the next step up. But for now, we're quite happy with this.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it's like having a look at the Ubers and stuff and getting a rough idea. It's about 10 minutes into Magic Kingdom and about $10 to $12 on average to each park. So,
and for us as well, we're not big Disney bubble people. We like to get out of that bubble. I know a lot of people just love being in it all the time, characters everywhere in the hotel. We like to go to the parks and see Disney when we like to see Disney. Yeah. And then we like to go to your weird places and your weird restaurants and Old Town Kissimmee, Celebration, places like that, and Walmarts and Targets and all the rest of those things that you see on everyone else's videos. Yeah. But we kind of feel like if you're paying that kind of money to stay on site, then you've got to pay for Ubers as well. It just gets a little bit...
the price adds up.
We could do it. It's just whether we'd want to.
It's just our priority. Our priority is...
to maybe go twice a year.
Yeah. And basically to do it affordably and still comfortably, and that staying off site is a good compromise for us. It's a kind of middle ground.
Kirsty, what's the
total price altogether was £1,426, so £713 each.
You might be able to get this hotel for cheaper, but we're going quite a peak time.
We're going. This is one of the most peak times because it's that short 2-week holiday. Easter and Christmas, I think, are the two busiest, most expensive.
Thankfully, spring break is kind of finishing as we get there. So the main bulk of the American children tourists or whatever,
will be gone.
Should hopefully be back at school. But then we've got the likes of Europe,
British tourists,
which would likely have that Easter period off. Tibbles has just come into the room, so if the camera gets knocked over or shaky, that's why. Where we're staying, we've kind of jumped ahead a little bit. So we're staying over at Heathrow.
We are.
We've stayed at this hotel before. What is it?
It's the Holiday Inn Express at Terminal 4. It's like a group of 3 hotels in one building. So there's a Crown Plaza and something else, and they're kind of all next to each other but separated entities. Yeah. It's a 5-minute walk from the hotel to the train line. 5 minutes. So then what you do is you jump on. So between the terminals, the Elizabeth line is free. Yep. So it's only a couple of minutes. So you're just literally going from one terminal to the next. There's nothing in between. But we get on the train at Terminal 4, do a short shuttle over to Terminal 3, and then you're at we're right there.
Tibbles again. You're at the terminal where we need to be. Getting there, we're actually taking a slightly different route as well, or a completely different route. We're actually going to be taking the Elizabeth line all the way to Heathrow. So we usually drive or we usually get a lift. So we're just saving a bit of money there and saving someone else the hassle of taking us as well. So we've never done that. We're going up the night before, so we've got plenty of time to get there. I think it takes about between an hour and a half to 2 hours from getting on the train, our local train station, to arriving at Heathrow. But so we're getting on the Elizabeth line at London Liverpool Street, and going all the way. So we're just going to get our bags in, locked and loaded, find a seat, and then just sort of let it take us all the way through. And once we're there, it seems like the flight's a little bit longer going to Tampa, even though it is a little bit further on because it's on the east coast of it. West coast. So it's on the west coast, so you obviously do have to go over the MCO, but it does seem like it's about an hour longer than what we usually do. But it is what it is. But so from getting from Tampa to our hotel, instead of messing around with Ubers, we've decided to hire a car because Ubers are about 90 to 120, depending on what time and depending on how busy it is, from Tampa to the area in particular we're going, which is pretty much Celebration.
Yeah.
We've hired a car and it's cost £56.
Yeah.
So £56. We've got international insurance anyway, so that's all covered. So we don't have to mess around with any of that. That's an upcharge. Obviously, we've got the fuel costs.
Yeah.
But then we've got the car for the next day as well. So then we're going to be hiring the car from Alamo at Tampa and dropping the car back at the car care centre at Disney.
Yeah.
And then what we're hoping is we're handing that back about 5:30 in the evening the following day. So we've got the car all day. So we're going around the shops and Disney Springs, not Disney Springs, the outlets. Then we're going to drop the car off. And then we're hoping, apparently, they will take you somewhere on Disney property.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that they would then take us to Disney Springs where we're going to go and put something
From
sweet.
what I've read, there's certain destinations. I think it can drop you at like the TTC, Epcot. I think there's a couple of Disney hotels that it can take you to, and Disney Springs is listed as one of the places.
Yeah.
So we're hoping to be able to drop the car off, get a shuttle over to Disney Springs, and then like have our evening meal, and then we'll just get an Uber back.
Look,
to the hotel
if it gets a pain in the ass, we'll just get an Uber. So it's just one of those things. We're very much.
Oh, it is what it is.
Time is money kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we're there on holiday. We don't want to be wasting our time messing around with buses and things like that. We just want to get there. If it costs us £10 to get there,
it's not going to be a lot.
We're there. We haven't got the stress. I know a lot of people love the buses, and it's a great way to save money. But we kind of cost that into our thing. Where we're not hiring a car for the full period, we're not paying $30 a day for parking. We're not paying petrol every day.
We save money using Ubers, even just on the price of a car hire, let alone what we would have then spent on top in fuel. But
they've come down a little bit now.
They have come down a little bit, but they're still even 3 or 4 days is like $200 for a car. So we'll still end up saving money.
Yeah, so we've got it for the one day. We're going to hand it back. And make the most of it whilst we've got it, and then just
And if nothing else, it saves us half the cost of the Uber. Yeah. From Tampa to back home.
Exactly. Yeah, so you're saving that as well. So, and also we're going to stop in at places like Wawa on the way because Kirsty loves to get a big Slurpee.
Love
thing
a Wawa.
from there, and she just loves.
I love the gas stations.
but so we're going to do that. So that's how we're going to get from airport to hotel.
Yep.
Other plans, we're pretty much just doing your typical Disney stuff where. We're probably not going to film every day like we did last time. Hopefully, last time we didn't because I got sick again or unwell. So we didn't film last time, but we filmed every day that I was feeling up to it. Whereas this time, we're probably going to do maybe 5-6 videos and then maybe a few sprinkled in because we have got one other plan, which we're doing something completely different, which we've hired. Have we hired a car yet?
Not yet.
No, we're going to hire another car for. So we are going to spend one of the days going to Buc-ee's. Yeah. Another petrol station, which is Daytona way.
Somewhere that way.
At the other side of Orlando. And then we're going to be going back to Orlando to watch one of the Orlando Magic matches, which I believe is on the 7th of April, which is Orlando Magic versus Chicago Bulls. So Kirsty kindly getting me that for my birthday because my birthday's on the 17th. Yeah. So I'll be another year older by the time the first travel day comes out. But spoiled. Spoiled rotten. But so we're doing that. That's completely new. We want to go to Buc-ee's because everyone goes to Buc-ee's, and I want to get a Buc-ee's t-shirt, Buc-ee's hat. You want to get one of those pulled pork things.
Yeah, of course. Food, obviously.
But so we're going to do that. So that's something that we're taking a day to completely do something different that we've never done before. I've wanted to go to the matches for a while. Yeah. The dates haven't, because obviously
we've never gone within season, have we?
No, so we're going to do that. And maybe if we go to a summer one, we can maybe go to a Tampa Bay Buccaneers or something like that. Yeah. We'll see. That'll be maybe next trip if we do go later this year. So the Disney tickets, they cost, Kirsty?
£524 each.
So a lot of money.
Yes.
But if you are from the UK and you are thinking about booking them daily, just don't.
Don't do it.
It is crazy. You can be paying up anywhere to $200 a day for one day. So we've got them for the full 14-day period. You can use 14 days in any 18-day period. Yeah. So if you are going for a longer period, you can sort of sort of, you don't have to use them back to back, so it isn't. It's quite good. It's quite useful.
Yeah, and also I don't know. I have read, and I've read through the Disney terms and conditions, and can't find anything that contradicts it. But apparently, the water parks don't count as a day's use of tickets. So you get access to the water parks, but if you were going for longer than 14 days, and you were going for the 18 or longer, you would be able to use a day in the water parks without using a day of your 14 days of the ticket.
That's useful.
So essentially, if you did 4 water park days, you could still do 4 water park days and 14 different days in the parks, and only have the 14 and 18 tickets. 18,
yeah, that's. Yeah, I mean, I know you've looked at that quite a few times, and I know a few people have mentioned that as well, so I have no reason to doubt you, but obviously do your own checks, don't come after us.
Like I say, I haven't found anything that contradicts it, but I also haven't found anything that 100% says, yes, you can do this, and I've not seen any videos of people doing it. So whether it works or not.
Take it with a pinch of salt, but you're usually pretty good on these types of things. So so that's the ticket. So that's almost our second. Well, it's the second biggest outlay.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we haven't added up the total, have you?
Yes.
No, Kirsty has added up the total. So
bear with caller.
So everything minus the car, I believe.
No, this is including the car.
Okay.
£3,070 altogether. So
that's everything.
£1,535 each, essentially, per person.
So that's got us to Florida. So 1,600 quid, call it.
Yeah.
It's got us to Florida for 2 weeks or 15 nights. Aeroplane. Flight, accommodation, pre-travel day accommodation at the hotel, at the airport, tickets, and a hire car as well. So I know people say we put one up last time. We were thinking, oh, it's a really good deal, and everyone said that's not cheap. It's not cheap for. It's a lot of money still.
Yeah.
But it is cheap. A deal, but it's not cheap, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, it's not. You know what I mean. But anyway, so that's our little
itinerary.
Itinerary sort of costings, and hopefully you find it useful. Hopefully you find a little bit of information in there. Maybe the main thing that I would say for anyone watching this that doesn't already is make sure that you get in some kind of credit card. Be sensible with it. Obviously, only use what you can sort of afford to use on it. But I mean, we're going forward. I think we're going to stick pretty much everything on it. Just whack those points up, get the reward flights as well, and then you can end up flying to Florida for 250 quid per person
it's
return.
Definitely worth it.
If you do have any questions, just let us know. But otherwise, let us know your thoughts on what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we shall see you in the next video, which will be on the 20th of April for our travel day.
Yes. Oh, wait. So
make sure you like and subscribe. Don't be a stranger. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, can you imagine that?